No, we're not doing credit. You're gonna give me fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here. And you're watching
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to set it.
Well, I'm gonna ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man, because quite clearly I am not.
Look a bit confused. Look a bit confused. Look a bit confused. Confused. You look a bit confused. Confused.
So many trans people, particularly in DC, are driven to have no other way to put food on their table, to try to keep a roof over their head, and to engage in sex work.
Because your identity is in your head. It's in the way you see yourself in society, the role you want to play in society.
Oh, yes, it is, and that's that's one of the things that we try to educate everyone about. The idea that gender is a perception.
Confused.
It's not necessarily a physical attribute.
36% of trans people in DC have engaged in sex work. 50% of trans women. Every other trans woman in DC has been forced to engage in sex work.
Will you tell these fools I'm not crazy? Make them listen to me before it's too late! Listen to me. Please listen. If you don't, if you won't, if you fail to understand, then the same incredible terror that's menacing me will strike at you!
I'm sorry, it's not rude to say that someone who's biologically a male is a male. Someone who is biologically male is a male.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Get out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Yeah, that seems mildly inappropriate for a political discussion.
People said terrible transphobic things, and it was generally horrid.
This 15-year-old, while biologically a female, identifies herself as gender neutral and was in the boys' bathroom at Timber Creek High School when the picture was taken.
I am non-binary transgender.
So, Mr. Shapiro, you knew very well that saying that to Zoe would be egregiously insulting.
You hate. You're consumed with hatred. That is who you are. You're a little man. You're a little man.
Cope says she was given permission to use the non-gender specific faculty bathrooms, but in her opinion, that plan wasn't working out.
I seem to attract those situations like flypaper for some reason, but I can't imagine why.
You have to deal with people like this, the hatred, the people that that come out against you and say,
We're calling you delusional. It wasn't okay. Is that hate?
Yeah, that's hatred.
Okay.
This is just somebody that's.
I don't hate you. I have sympathy for you. I feel terrible for you.
No, you do hate. You're consumed with hatred. That is who you are. You're a little man.
You know me?
You're a little man. Actually, I do.
Let's stick to the topic. Let's not these personal.
But I mean, that's okay. He can be whatever he wants. But the point is,
right? That's what this is all about, isn't it?
It is. It is. But there's ramifications for hate speech. But the point is that.
Ramifications?
Let me finish.
Go ahead, finish, Zoe.
Little boy.
Zoe.
So I don't identify as male or female. I'm kind of both, but I'm just neither.
Confused.
Well, my sex assigned at birth is male. I am nevertheless a woman.
Confused.
Okay, and what I'm in the process of doing, and I am a work in progress, is making my body match my mind, because I can't change the mind.
to Ben, you come from, like, in your mind, a moralist, right?
No, I come from a basic biological reality.
But okay,
it's not a moral thing. If somebody wants to mutilate their body, that's their choice.
It's not mutilation.
Ever since I can remember, I always identified myself as male. And as I became older and was able to make those changes, I started to make those changes. I started with changing my name. Then went on to have top surgery, chest surgery. Then I went on to have hormone therapy.
It's not. I'm happy to tolerate whatever people want to do is what they want to do. But the idea that the surgery itself is something to be glorified, to be reveled in, the mental illness.
I think
I'm a transitioning transsexual. I've been on hormones for several years. I've grown breasts.
Of course it bothers me when people commit suicide, which is one of the reasons I don't believe that transgender surgery is the solution, considering that the suicide rate after transgender surgery is precisely the same.
People that are transitioning, that go from male to female, start off with hormone injections, so they might start developing breasts. They might have already gotten implants. They still have to be searched by a male, because if they have male genitalia, they're considered men.
If you can see what discrimination
why don't we
does.
Look for actual solutions?
Why then stop hating, tolerate.
Just as someone puts significance in their attire because of their faith or their upbringing, we put a lot in our attire for our gender identity. That's what we're doing.
But to be fair, you're actually being kind of rude.
You're
and that's not fair.
Drag has for me been an opportunity to leave myself when I didn't want to be me.
Right.
Yeah. They need to respect people's personal choices. You don't have to understand it. Look a bit or agree with it, but you need to respect it.
Let's say that transgender is a illness. How would you? What's the goal of treatment then?
The goal of treatment would be to cure whatever.
Can't cure it. It's not curable.
Okay.
Lots of illnesses are not curable. This one has to not be curable. What's alcoholism? Alcoholism, for instance. What's the goal?
So the goal would be to allow people to live with it in an appropriate way.
To flourish, right?
To flourish.
Not to require them to assign to one gender or another.
Without
to flourish.
Right. Without imposing on the rest of society a necessity for fictionalized thinking. Okay, because that actually is a cost to society. I'm sorry, but my grandfather was bipolar, okay? Yeah. And he thought that the radio was talking to him.
Yeah.
They put him in a mental hospital. They did not tell him the radio was talking to him to allow him to live a better life. They put him in a mental hospital, and then they gave him lithium, which allowed him to live a better life. Looking for better solutions than transgender surgery would be a better solution than pretending that transgender surgery is the cure.
People are looking for treatments all the time. This has been the
this
one.
This is stopping the look.
No, it really isn't.
You look a bit confused. You look a bit confused. You look a bit confused.